sorry, sir. You're kind of demonstrating. You can't answer the question.
Would you like to talk about? I mean, we can't talk about it. We can.
Okay.
Are you ready to address it, though?
Well,
are you ready to address it?
Yeah.
Because we can talk about black on black crime, but we need to talk about it as it pertains. We need to. Okay, let's talk about it, sis. I'm ready to talk about it.
All right, hold on. So let me just narrow this down. So let me just say this, okay?
All right.
So if you were to rank the 100 biggest problems in America,
yeah.
The fact that I know we're not a racist country is the best example you have. Is
okay,
some
so you know we're
story
not a
of you
racist
getting
country
kicked
based
out of
on
a
what?
DeSantis rally. If we were a racist country, you'd say, Charlie, I can't go in a convenience store. Charlie, I can't go into school. No, we actually live in such.
Hello guys, welcome back again to another reaction video. Guys, we have an interesting video in our list, and the title of this video goes like this: Madman angry at everyone gets owned in race debate. Guys, I'm super sure you're going to love and enjoy every bit of this, so no further talking, let's dive into it and check it out.
All right, so I've been watching this for some 20 odd years, you know, just oh ma'am, you've been doing it forever. Welcome to the First Amendment. I fought for it.
Sir, can you just stay focused on me?
Taxpayer paid jacket.
Sir,
thank you, I brought it overseas.
All right, sir, just ask me the question.
So what is it about conservatives and this whole racism thing? Like, you guys are always just saying that it's either not a thing or it's, you know, just not in any of the institutions or the police department. But it seems that over the past 18 years, we've had several race riots, and the biggest one being in 2020. So it's like, how are we still denying segregation in a city where we can clearly see what fucking neighborhoods are white, which ones are black, which ones are Latino, and we know how we got there. So it's like, what is it with conservatives and admitting that there's a problem and not addressing it? Because it seems like you guys want to be obsessed with, oh, the gender thing or the racism thing, and then you guys say, oh, it's not here, it's not a big problem. But why are millions of people rioting every couple years?
So let me ask you a question.
We can say that it's Democrats and shit, right?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So what do you think is a bigger problem facing America, single fatherhood or racism?
Racism, by far. That's how
Can you
we
say that? Say that in the microphone.
Racism, by far, because racism gets people killed, not single fatherhood.
Well, no, a single motherhood. Let me be more specific. So single moms, their fathers leaving the home, you think is a bigger problem than racism?
No, sir. You're gonna have. I'm gonna repeat that one again for you. I think racism is a bigger problem than fathers being outside of the home. However, I do see fathers not being in the home is a problem.
Let's make sure we're defining our terms. How would you define racism then?
Racism is a system of oppression used by a certain group using prejudice, institutional power, and it's situated by the media, government, and all these other institutions.
Give me an example of one thing you as a black man cannot do that I as a white man can do in America.
Got you. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago, right? I went to a DeSantis rally, got my ticket, all that good bullshit. Been to a million different, you know, rallies of a kind, whether, you know, I was a conservative at the time or whether I was a liberal, right? I know that as a black person, I am far more likely to be arrested for expressing my view, whether I am a conservative or a liberal. And I've done it on both sides. And oh, yes, I was arrested.
You were probably being a jerk. That's why you were
actually,
arrested,
and that's the best part. And that's the best part, right? That's the best part. I wasn't even being a jerk. And the courts even found, our beloved courts.
Let me make sure I understand this. So you think the bigger problem than fathers not being in the home is a abstract conspiracy theory that you have that hecklers and jerks at political events are arrested because of the color of their skin? That's the best definition of institutional racism.
No, that's not my definition on racism. I did tell you what my definition.
Give me an example of something a white man like me can do that a black man like you can't do. Because guess what? If I showed up at a DeSantis event and started heckling, I'd be kicked out and arrested.
No, you would not. No, in fact, I even have evidence.
You know how I know that's true?
You want to know? Do you want to know how I know it's true?
White suburban kids from Highland Park, and they're arrested a lot more. Actually, when you see the mugshots. Yeah.
Oh, so white kids are arrested a lot more. Could that possibly be? Could that possibly be?
Can you talk into the mic?
And I'm just guessing here. Could it possibly be that white people are arrested more because you have a higher population, and therefore by proximity you are more like? Because it's math. It's basic math. I know we hate math. I know we hate it, but I passed it. Okay. Unlike y'all.
So let me ask you a question. How does racism contribute to black-on-black crime in Chicago? How is white people to blame for that?
Oh, actually, matter of fact, that's actually a whole other issue. So let's talk about, so you want to talk about intracommunal violence as it pertains to
so what does the white man have to do with that?
And that's a great thing. I love the red herring that you threw in there.
No,
because, hey, intracommunal violence is proximal, right? So when we have segregation and we got races sitting in one area and you got another race in another area. Now, we never ask white people, why is white on white crime so high with white people, and never, but instead we focus on black people.
Yeah, so out of the 530 murders in Chicago of the last year, how many were black on black crime?
Hey, I wasn't looking. But you know what I
Yeah,
do know?
well
But
over
you know,
420 of them were black on black gang-related crimes.
Sure.
How is that
Sure.
racism to blame for that?
Let's talk. So now, are we going to talk about over-policing?
I'm sorry, sir. You're kind of demonstrating. You can't answer the question.
Would you like to talk about? I mean, we can talk about it. We can.
Okay.
Are you ready to address it, though?
Well,
are you ready to address it?
Yeah.
Because we can talk about black on black crime, but we need to talk about it as it pertains. We need to. Okay, let's talk about it, sis. I'm ready to talk about it.
All right, hold on. So let me just narrow this down. So let me just say this, okay?
All right.
So if you were to rank the 100 biggest problems in America,
yeah.
The fact that I know we're not a racist country is the best example you have. Is
okay,
some
so you know we're not a
story
racist
of you getting
country
kicked out of a
based on
DeSantis rally. If we were a racist country, you'd say, Charlie, I can't go in a convenience store. Charlie, I can't go into school. No, we actually live in such a amazingly decent country that whoa. Let's not do that, okay?
All I did was speak.
No, you're trying to pull it out of my
Mostly peaceful, everybody. Mostly peaceful, okay?
I didn't lay hands on you.
All
I
right.
got witnesses. I did not touch you. No.
All right.
I touched the mic.
We're going to wrap this one up, but let me just say this.
We got racism we got racism all over the U.S. We just had a race riot 3 years ago.
Okay, so let's
in
talk
2020.
Wait, hold on.
And,
So,
oh my God! And then we had all 50 states plus 18 countries. But don't worry, Alex.
wait, so by race riots you mean mass looting of big screen TVs? Let me tell you, it is not an argument in your favor that we're a racist country because blacks decide to start burning down Wendy's and stealing stuff. That's called criminality.
Actually, it is because
and the
you're not even
majority of black
looking
Americans
as to why it
found the
happened.
looting
You're not
to
even
be
looking as to why it happened.
objectionable.
And that's cool. You know, we can definitely play, obtuse on the whole issue. Yeah, black people were burning it down. Why? Racism. Racism was a big issue, and we can pretend that it's not a big issue. But hey, if you don't want to, then that's just called being obtuse. And that's why I asked you. Why did you have such a big problem with talking about racism? You want to claim that it's not there, and you can say all you want. But that still doesn't prove. That still does not.
If you want to talk about racism that
have
could be proven, let me give you some examples of racism that could be proven. How about affirmative action at this college that discriminates against Asian students and white students? How about affirmative action hiring practices in the federal government? We are such a decent, non-racist country. The best example that he has is to show that he was mistreated. And if he acted like this at the DeSantis event, I can see why he was kicked out of the DeSantis event. Next question.
Woo. Guys, oh my God. The debate was really awesome. I like the fact that Charlie Kirk never stopped talking. You know, I just love the kind of Charlie Kirk. I love his personality. When you give him, he gives you back. Okay, guys. First thing I'm going to say is that when someone has bad behavior, if you have bad behavior, some of the things that other people are qualified for, or maybe you are even qualified for it, but let me tell you, your bad behavior is going to kick you out. That is just it. Even maybe an individual may be applying for work, you may be qualified for that particular job, but your behavior, the behavior that you possess, the characters that you possess, if it's not good enough for them, guys, trust me, they are going to throw you out. Just look at the way the guy was talking. I think the guy is a victim and is a typical example. Yes, he was very rude, not polite at all. Okay, guys, Charlie Kirk has really defined the word racist. Yes, he has defined it in a different way, and there is a big difference between when a father is not sleeping in a home than being a racist. Yes, there is two different things. Okay, like just because you are black, you don't expect that when you exhibit some immannerless behavior that you should be pardoned just because you are black. No. You must be punished for that. You must be punished for that. Okay. And a lot of the black guys, when they exhibit some attitude that is unpleasant, when they are being punished for that particular thing, most of these people begin to think that it's because they are black. It's because they are black. And even when the white people do that the same thing that you do, sometimes the white people, they might be punished more. They might be punished more than you that is a black, because the authority, they understand that originally that you are from this present country. They understand that you originated from here. They understand that you were born and brought up from here, and you should know all the laws, all the rules, all the principles that is guiding the country. So sometimes they might be more punished than you that is a black or that is an immigrant. I don't know why a lot of people refuse to look at their own mistake. Yes, they don't blame themselves for the errors, for the problems that they have done or that they have committed. They begin to blame others, to blame the government for their own mistake, for their own errors. Like I don't know when people are going to learn. Like, people are so mean. Yes, people are so mean. According to the guy, he said he went to, I forgot the name again, that he went there and he was denied a kind of and guys, looking at the way he talk, from his attitude, from his character, from his character, I know you guys knows what I mean, what will happen, because he doesn't speak polite at all. Okay, like, people should look at their own behavior first, their character, the character they possess outside, not that and guys, let me say, for instance, a black guy and a white woman, maybe a black guy and a black sorry guys, let's say, for instance, a black guy and a white guy, maybe two of these people may just go for job hunting interview, and when they get there, they are going to interview these two people. After interviewing them, maybe the black person is qualified for the job. Yes, maybe he's qualified, but there are some, they say that manner of talking, it matters a lot. The way you reply to any answers, the way you reply to any question, it really matters. Maybe when they ask you one little question, or maybe they just a kind of test, and they just throw one word to you to see how arrogant you are, or to see how you are going to answer to that question, if you are going to provoke or not. And all of a sudden, boom, you will just charge and spark. And they'll say, is this the kind of person that they say? No, even if you are qualified for that job, they will not even give you. And if the white person answered well, maybe he didn't, even if, let's say, he was angry though in his heart, but outside his facial expression, he put up a smile, and he just coded. I think the work will be given to the white person. And when these two people come out, the black person will begin to say, "Oh, I said it before. It's because of my color. It's because I am black. It's because I am not this. It's because I am different from white. That's why they didn't give me the job." But this set of people, they will forget to look at their own character, the character they possess, what they just displayed there. They will not even think of that one at all. They will not even think of their own mistake their own errors, their own wrongdoing, their doings, their own weak points. They will not even think about it, and they will just label all the blames on the people that, you know, they rejected me because I'm of a different color, because I'm not a citizen, whatever. So guys, I think people should, you know, irrespective of our colors, irrespective of our races, I think we should work on ourselves, work on yourself, because even you as a black or as a white, I believe we are not perfect, but we are just driving to perfection. Yes, no one is perfect. That's why we learn every day. We make mistakes and we learn every day. So I think people should, you know, they should work on themselves. Guys, let me know what to think about this video, okay? Let me know your own point of view. I will really appreciate and welcome all your beautiful comments. So guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned and see you all in my next one.